Yo, what is up, Raidernation? It's your boy Small Raider back at it again with another episode of the USNation podcast with my Us.
Mr. Fitz, y'all know what it is. Raiders, bitch.
And man, it's another week of football, and we're just, 1 week away from the NFL draft. A lot of things going on. And speaking of the NFL draft, if you guys don't already know, we are actually going to be doing a live draft coverage day one of the draft, the whole first round. I know we've been talking about this a lot, but hey, we're going to be here in the Vegas content studio going live. So hopefully you guys join online, and even some people are going to be coming on, some special guests that we have, planned for this event. It's just going to be a good time, and we're just going to watch the NFL draft, and hopefully the Raiders can choose who I want them to choose, a quarterback.
No, defense.
I mean, it's really going to be interesting to watch how that all pans out. But again, like every other show, I do want to ask you, how you feeling? How's everything been going throughout the week, man?
Oh, man, it's going. We're almost there. We're 1 week away from draft.
Yeah.
It's been a great week, and I'm excited about today.
I know. Again, like we said before, we're in our studio home base. Shout out to Chris. Shout out to the Vegas Content Studio out here in Henderson, Nevada. We actually do have a special guest coming in today, but he's running on some own time, so it's all good. We did want to talk about some other things that that's been going around the Raider Nation, and we do got some Nation news for you guys. And the first one being, since we're here, we're Las Vegas natives or Las Vegas locals now, A new team is coming to Las Vegas. Just yesterday, we found out that the Oakland A's signed a binding agreement to purchase land in Vegas near the Strip and a mile away from Allegiant Stadium, building a new baseball stadium that will seat at least 30,000 fans and will have a retractable roof, which is kind of nice. The stadium will be completed ahead of the 2027 season. And just so you know, the A's lease with Oakland will expire after the 2024 season. So, this is some interesting news. Obviously our Las Vegas Raiders came from Oakland. They tried to get a new stadium over there. Nothing really happened for them. So Mark Davis, packed his team up, brought them over here to Las Vegas, and now we got a $1 billion stadium that we continue to lose in, but that's besides the point. That's besides the point, But hey, the Raiders are here. The San Francisco 41. The Golden State Warriors, they went to San Francisco with their new Chase Arena, and now the A's. Now the A's. We talked about this just a little bit. I told you, I know you're a Dodger fan.
I knew they were coming, so that'll be good. So,
how do you feel about that? A baseball team now coming here to Las Vegas.
It's going to bring more jobs to the city. It's going to bring more activities to the city. You'll catch me at the Dodger games when they play. So other than that, it is what it is.
Now, that's what's up, though. A lot. It's great for Dodger fans, too. And shout out to Pantone 294, one of our sponsors, Alex and the guys over there. Now they got a place to come over here and watch a baseball game, watch their Doyers play the A's. And, it's kind of crazy to see how much this city has turned into a sports town. You've been here before any of these sports have even gotten here.
Yep, it's crazy. Over the last 10 years, we've grown a lot. I moved out here in the end of 2013.
Yeah.
Then we got the Golden Knights out here, and then we got the Raiders.
Mm-hmm.
Then we got the Oakland A's. 2024, we'll have an NBA team.
Yeah.
As well as some of the activities they got going on, that racing.
F1.
The F1 is going to be out here. It's crazy. This town has grown a lot, and I look forward to what else is coming here to Vegas.
Man, it's going to be a lot. We still have UFC here, Dana White and that whole organization here. So this is definitely going to be not only the entertainment capital of the world, but the sports capital of the world as well. Yeah. And hopefully, the Raiders can start winning as well. The A's coming over here. And we do got an NBA team that's going to be coming over here as well. Yep. So, all the major sports are going to be here in Las Vegas. So with that being said, Raider Nation, man, we do want to give a quick shout out to some of the sponsors of the channel. First, Woodson Bourbon Whiskey. If you guys haven't already, man, go grab yourself a bottle at woodsonwhiskey.com to find a store near you or have it shipped directly to your door. If it isn't your game day whiskey, it is now. So we finally got our guest here, man. Our guest played 4 seasons at Florida International. He became one of the best corners in the USFL with the New Orleans Breakers before making his way to our Las Vegas Raiders.
Yes, sir.
We got cornerback Isaiah Ike Brown, man. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good, man. Thank you guys for having me on the show today, man.
All love.
No, man, thank you for coming. Yeah. I know you got a busy schedule. I know you're going through training camp right now. Off-season workouts and whatnot. But it's good to finally have you back in Las Vegas. I know you were with us, last year for a bit?
They came and got me in July.
Okay.
We just thought I was just saying, last year was a long year. Just because coming out of the USFL, that season was from March to June. and that's if you made it to the playoffs. But unfortunately, my team was able to make it to the playoffs.
Yeah.
So we had an extra week. Normally, some of the teams they were already done, so you know you got
okay.
your legs a chance to get a break, whatever. So I say I was home for like 2 weeks,
And then you went right back to it, huh?
Vegas called me, man, and it was just like once I got there, it was just like I was playing a waiting game.
Yeah.
It was like around training camp time, so I had to get there, and I was just coming off of the season. I had a 2-week break. They called me in, did the workout, then they signed me that same day, and training camp was literally like the next day. So
That's crazy.
I had to prepare my mind and like flip a switch, man, and prepare myself to like try to go the whole year.
Yeah.
Yeah, and speaking of the Breakers, man, and the USFL, man, I kind of got onto it like once I started doing more homework on you, and I was like, oh, damn, I didn't really know about that. But how was that, like, that experience compared to, like, the NFL, would you say, like, especially transitioning straight to the NFL right after the season was finished?
I would just say, like, they got, like, a lot more freedom. So it's like the way they kind of shape the game is like a lot of people say that in today's time that the NFL is like an offensive game.
Yeah.
But when they introduced the whole league, they brought like referees in, they brought the commissioner in, and they was trying to like emphasize that we're going to try to make this like a defensive like.
Oh,
so
okay.
we're going to kind of give more leeway to the defense because it's majority of the penalties in the NFL today is like more for offensive guys. So that was new, and you're more vocal. They kind of like, you feel me? Once we started having like Fox sponsor us and things like that, that was kind of like beneficial for the whole league because it's like you're getting everybody. Like you can make one play and it can change your life.
And speaking of one play, I know, man, I've seen it, but I know you had a big game against the Pittsburgh. What is it? The Pittsburgh
Maulers, yeah.
Maulers, yeah. You had what? 1 tackle, 2 pass deflections, 2 interceptions, and you took one to the crib.
Yeah,
that was a crazy play. I was like, oh shit.
Crazy what it was is because that week it was like they weren't like the best team, but they had like a lot of great players. Like their receivers, they had the worst record in the league. Okay. First off, but they had the top 2 receivers in the league. And then I had a teammate that kind of went out on me. Like my teammate, he had ended up like I think tweaking his hammy or something.
Yeah.
And he was another good corner on the other side of me, and it was like I thought I was gonna be able to go into the battle with him. So it gave me a little bit more confidence. Like, yeah, bro, we're gonna shut these boys down together. So the previous week, it was like he tweaked his hammy, and like that was more pressure came on me. And he was all in my ear, like, bro, those receivers, they're really good, bro. Like, you gotta shut them boys down. If you don't shut them boys down, bro, like you're not official. You're not official. So I'm like, I kind of put pressure on myself, like, all right. And what was weird that day was like when I got up that morning and I did my whole little pregame routine, my headphones died on game day.
That's gonna suck.
My headphones died on game day, so it was like I couldn't even get myself like ready for the game. So I was just like, man, I got to go out here and guard these 2 guys, like, and I'm not even motivated. So it was just like, whatever. I'm just gonna let God, just let God do whatever. So I got out there, and it was just like, I don't know, man.
Shit, you had a good ass game though. I mean, like with no headphones, no. Maybe that's the secret. It's like,
but it's like music is my thing. So it's like I don't know. It was just it gives me hype for the game. So when that happened, I was like, bro, this might be real bad, but it actually turned out to be real good. I ended up breaking a record that day, and it was like that was amazing. I guess, but I was like, it was kind of like a self-esteem thing because earlier in that season, I was just like, I wasn't getting any action. So I was just like, man, they're not throwing the ball at me. They're not throwing the ball at me. It came down to the point where people started to wonder, like, well, what would happen if we threw the ball at you? Let's see what happened.
They tested you.
Yeah, so they finally tested me, and I got a chance to like prove myself. So I was just grateful for the opportunity.
You go from there to coming to the Raiders, and I mean, you played our preseason last year, right?
Yeah.
And you got to play in Allegiant Stadium. And just got to work out with a lot of the boys out there.
Right.
And it was Josh McDaniels' first season last year?
Yeah, it was our first season.
And just going out there, like, how's the feeling like going out there in Allegiant Stadium, even if it's a preseason game, the Raidernation is still going to show up and whatnot. How did it feel like going out there and just playing throughout the preseason?
Man, I could just say, like, Allegiant Stadium, when I first walked in there, it's like all you could do is just look up. I seen all the black and silver, man, and it was just like, wow, like these fans are loyal fans. They are like invested in it. What they don't understand is like that gives us energy.
Yeah.
Like just to know that our fans are involved and like they're here rooting us on, no matter how bad of the season may be going.
We went to every game last season, so
like no matter how the season's going, man, like you guys are loyal, you guys are gonna stick through because eventually, like, you feel me, it don't rain forever.
Yeah. So, it's a blessing and a curse being a loyal fan. You know, being out there, we're just like, come on, man. But I mean, as players, I know you guys go through your own thing too. And then I seen a couple of your highlights from last preseason.
Right.
They didn't really bring you on the team, right? Or were you on the practice squad during that time?
They had me on the practice squad. It was just like a certain situations and some things just couldn't get moved around. We probably didn't have the numbers, but them keeping me, letting me know a lot. You know, they was always in touch with me, letting me know like it was a possibility of me being up this week, and it was actually a week they did elevate me. I just didn't get a chance to play.
Niners, right?
Yeah, with the Niners.
Yep.
Yeah. So I was grateful for that. So that kind of like let me know like I'm on the right track. I love the Raidernation. I love being here. So and those guys communicated that they had the same feelings as well. Yeah. So we was all in cahoots.
And I'm pretty sure they like you. That's the reason why they brought you back this offseason, you know. And speaking of the Niner game, you were there in the building, right? And just seeing, like, that's the Battle of the Bay. Like, I don't know if you really experienced it before, but it's a crazy rivalry between the Niners and the Raiders. And this guy went there. I didn't get to go there. Right. And, man, I know that the atmosphere in there was crazy, especially we didn't have Derek Carr playing. Right. And, like, how close we almost beat them. Oh. Yeah,
man, we got a pretty good team, man. It was just like a lot of miscellaneous stuff happens. You know, sometimes just the football guys just don't fall in our favor.
Exactly.
So, yeah, man, I don't got no regrets, man. I'm actually glad that we went through that because we know, like, we have somewhere to build from. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes if you win a lot, like, you don't know what you need to work on.
No, that's true. Because coming off of the season prior to that, we went to the playoffs. Like, I would say, like, we went to the playoffs, and I know a lot of Raider fans say we were a playoff team, but I don't really think we were there just yet. Right. Yeah. And then last year with Josh McDaniels, I know a lot of people give him flack for being a coach, and everybody don't like him. Yeah. But if you really look at the season, there was so many games that we barely lost. Like, if you changed a couple of little plays here and there, we could have been a playoff team, you know? And I know we're just building onto that. And, I mean, it's great to have you back on the team. Right. And I do hope that you do make the final 53 because we do need some cornerbacks out there, you know? And seeing what you did over there at the USFL, hopefully building onto this year. Is there a goal that you have, like, this season, especially with the Raiders?
This is just not for the Raiders, like.
Oh, but
I just want to put the league on notice, like of who Ike Brown is. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm here for a reason. A lot of people don't know that I was in the league before, but some things were just unfortunate. I had some business that I had to handle back home to where I couldn't play no more. But I ended up getting a second chance, so I'm not taking this for granted this time. I know my purpose. I know my purpose is for me to be here, and I feel like. Humbly, like I'm a real talented player, and I just want to let the world know. So, my goal is to just be the best I could be every day. Mm-hmm. Try to get 1% better every day, man, and go out there and make a name for myself.
And speaking of that, I know you were an undrafted free agent for the Buffalo Bills. So you said you did like retire, right? I don't know if I read that.
I had some things just going on back home, that I had to get situated and things like that. But I communicated with the GM, Brandon Bean, and things like that. We was on the same page, and he told me the best thing for me to do was to retire, so I can go home and get everything straightened out. And whenever I get a chance, just come back. So by the time that I was able to do everything, the USFL came. The league wanted to see me, like, I haven't played in a year and a half, so they wanted to see if I could still, So that's when God just blessed. The USFL literally came, like, that December I was getting a call saying, yo, they're coming out with this new league, the USFL. Like, my agent called me, she was like, yo, we should try to do this. Yeah. Like, just to show everybody, like, and it's going to be the only football on from this period of time, so everybody's going to be watching you. The whole world's going to be watching you because everybody loves football, and this is all they're going to watch. They don't really have a lot of spring sports like that. So
exactly.
It was my opportunity just to go out there and, really just try to take that milestone.
And that was a great opportunity. Like, it's great for, like, players like you and even them bringing on the XFL. Yeah, definitely. That's a new league that's just starting up. But it gives a lot of these other players a chance to, you retiring and even just coming back and having a second chance.
Because it's a lot of those guys out there, they don't have just opportunity just based off of where they're coming from. Yeah. Like, you have a lot of great guys at smaller schools. Yeah. You just didn't get the opportunity and things like that. So that was like an opportunity for those guys who didn't get that much hype and things like that going to the combine or even get drafted or even get cut from an NFL team. I just give those boys an avenue so that whenever they do get in that light, they can really show who they really are and make a name for themselves.
Yeah, because there's a lot of great players and they just don't get the shine like you said, they don't get that time. And even the preseason, there's like almost like 90 people.
Yeah, man.
Like, and you can barely play everybody, you know.
Yeah.
But that does give them avenues and stuff like that, especially the XFL. I checked them out this year for the first game, I believe so.
Right.
And I mean, it's great. They got talent there. I know they haven't been winning a lot, but I mean, there's talent definitely everywhere. But it was good that you got that chance.
I had a quick question.
Go ahead, Deuce.
This is for my guy, Raider Savage.
Okay.
Is Josh McDaniels' system / playbook as hard as they say?
I just think it's as hard as people make it. You know what I'm saying? It's about the time you invest in it. Anybody's. I mean, coming into something new, and it's going to be difficult for anybody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I just feel like the amount of time you invest in it. You feel me? Sometimes you have to make a way for it to fit you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you can't really just say it's hard like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there's a lot of speculation, people talking amongst the Raidernation. So that was a question we had asked today.
It's just about the time. It's just about the time you invest in it, man. I don't really think it's that hard.
And piggybacking off of that, like out of your experience, because I know everybody has different experiences. Like, how is Josh McDaniels as a coach, like, to you?
He's a great coach, man. He's very knowledgeable. It's a lot of things that I didn't know coming in that I know now. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like he finds the best way for us to win. He's the type of coach that he's going to always make sure you're prepared, like for every situation. And let's just say you do make a mistake, like he's going to be the one to come and correct you and be like, "Oh, well, next time, this should happen." You know what I'm saying? Or this happened because of that. So he explains the why because sometimes you don't understand the why. And he's the type of coach he explains it.
Is there? I know you're in the cornerback room right now. Like, how's that camaraderie going? Like with you guys? Because I know that's a big position. Like I said before, that we're trying to build this year. Because I know last year we didn't really have all the pieces there. Right. But how do you feel like the cornerback room is right now? And and is there any other cornerbacks that you see in the draft coming in that you like?
I wasn't really focused on the draft like that.
Yeah.
But in our cornerback room, it's like we're becoming like we're building a culture, building a bond. You feel me? Much tighter than we were last year because there was a lot of new faces again. But this year it's a lot of more familiar faces, and we're kind of comfortable with each other. We kind of know everybody's playing styles. Everybody has different playing styles. We kind of know each other's strengths and weaknesses. So we try to just piggyback off each other. You know what I'm saying? Just try to make everybody like better because if we're as strong as our weakest link, you know what I'm saying? If our weakest link is really strong, so we'll be able to be good. So I just think we're gonna compete. Everybody's gonna compete, man, and may the best man win. And I feel like everybody can play in a room, so we wouldn't be falling off nowhere.
I know this preseason is going to be big, especially for you too.
Yeah, definitely.
And it's not only just for the Raiders, but just for the whole NFL. Just to put your game out there. And from what I've seen from the Breakers, I feel like you do have talent out there. It just hasn't been, out there for everybody to see like that.
I wasn't really a televised guy.
So you had the Dolphins preseason game. You had 2 big stops on there. I mean, I was watching some of those highlights, and the more playing time you get, I think you're gonna take over.
What was crazy was that game was like the first game that my family actually got to come to because they never seen me play in the NFL before. So it was like back home in Florida. So they was able to come. My brothers and my cousins was able to come, and they was able to watch me live. And it was just like once I got in, it was just and in that stadium alone. Every time I played in that stadium, I always have a great game. Like in Hard Rock Stadium. If you go back into college, like when we played Miami in there, I caught an interception against Miami. Then for my junior year, senior year, we ended up beating Miami in that stadium. And then it was just like preseason, I ended up having a great preseason game and ended up graded out like the highest defensive player.
That's dope.
That game. So that was really special, man. So, and I give all thanks to God for that.
And we play the Dolphins this year, so we're probably gonna need you that game. And we play in that stadium too. We're probably gonna go over there because our cousin plays a quarterback over there.
Wait, Tua?
That's our cousin.
That's our cousin, and then Marcus is our cousin.
Marcus, Mariota, all of them.
So what about Myron?
He's on the practice squad too, right? Yeah,
Myron, yeah.
And then Kyle Pecco's our cousin.
Yeah, all of them.
I like Pecco. Pecco, my boy.
So you started following this guy. Have you seen his content like before? Like this?
I never really did. Like,
okay.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you get like, not saying him, but sometimes you get like fans and like they'll like be overly aggressive sometimes. Sometimes you just be so busy to where like you just can't get to it.
Yeah.
But it was like I was just asking around about it, and then I start, you feel me? I just started tapping into it. And people was like, yeah, man, those good people, man. You got it. So I was like, yeah, bro, let me, because I'm not the type of person like, I'm like a under the radar type of guy.
That's
just
right.
because I kind of flew under the radar just like my whole life, and I was never really like publicized like that.
Yeah.
So I don't really be into the media like that.
Well, it's a
man.
blessing. It's a blessing.
It was a blessing. It was a blessing. But yeah, I was getting good reviews on you guys, and it was like, yeah,
oh, shit, nice.
Man, go check them out. And I was like, definitely, let me go out here and check them out. And
Appreciate it.
Actually, you guys are my first podcast that I did in a long time.
Oh yeah,
and
well, you're our first guest
so.
out of minute because we got a couple other people, but we're waiting on them to give us dates and stuff. But it's great to have you here, especially because we stay here in Vegas and stuff like that. Do you model your game after any player out there? Is there like a player that you watched that you model your game after?
I would say growing up, my era, I was watching a little bit more of the Charles Woodson. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Woodson, that's our guy right there.
Yeah, I like Charles Woodson, man, just because like he could play all positions.
Oh,
he can play corner, safety, nickel, you know what I'm saying? And he's a ball hawk. He's one of the Raiders, like, before any of this, like, Charles Woodson was the guy in college, you know what I'm saying? And he kind of put defensive on the map. For defensive backs, too. Not excluding Deion Sanders, but Charles Woodson was a versatile.
And he won the Heisman, the only defensive player to win a Heisman.
So I was like, yeah, man, that's something special. And then once he played for the Raiders, it just made it even more special because it's like, I want to be in those same conversations as Charles Woodson.
And speaking of Charles Woodson, he's actually one of our sponsors. Right. Like, that's our guy.
Yeah.
Have you ever tried Woodson whiskey?
No, I haven't.
It's his whiskey company.
Yeah.
They sponsor us and whatnot. Wow. I wish I brought the bottle. I really should have just had you try it out. You know what I mean? No. But yeah, Charles Woodson. And then I know your profile pic is Deion Sanders.
Yeah.
Was he one of your favorite players too? Outside of
he was. I just like, you feel me, carry my swag like Deion a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, my real name is Isaiah, but everybody calls me Ike. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know, on the field, off the field, they call him Deion Sanders, and then he was prime time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it was just like a little ego.
Yeah,
you know
that's right.
But it started like following me because everybody calls me Ike now, to where a lot of people don't even know my real name, and it'd be crazy.
I just found it out when I was searching. So where did Ike come from?
Crazy. All my life growing up, I played quarterback, and I was a really good quarterback.
Shit.
And
that's crazy.
My little league coach, he was asking me like, yo, who's your favorite quarterback? I was like, Michael Vick, like Mike Vick. He was like, I want to start calling you Ike Vick. And everybody started calling me Ike Vick. And then it got to the point where it was like, I got in high school. Everybody was just saying, Ike. Then once the recruiters came in, like the college scouts came in, they was like, Ike. I was like, whoa. Like,
and he just went by.
Yeah, it was just that. And then once I got in college, my head coach, Butch Davis, he kind of like stamped it to Ike Brown, and he was just like, Ike Brown. It was Ike Brown everything. So then ever since then, it stuck with me. It stuck with me, and like, it's following me now.
Yeah, that's dope. It's kind of like this guy. Nobody knows his real name. Everybody knows him as Mr. Fitz.
Hey, I like it. Nobody knows my government name. You know what I'm saying?
That's smooth right there.
That's a set. I mean, I know we're Usos, but was there like a lot of like polys that you grew up with, or like any like, or played with at least? I know in Florida it's probably not as much as out here on the West Coast.
Not a lot of polys, but I met a couple. I met a couple like along the way, definitely in the USFL. I met a couple, and they were solid dudes, man. Like, I keep in touch with those boys to this day. And even on the team, once I got on the team, like,
you met all the other guys.
Yeah, I started meeting all the other guys, and that's when I started like, you feel me? I started realizing that poly was a thing. Not saying that I never knew about it.
No, you good.
I started realizing how big it was. You know what I'm saying? And how connected you guys were. So it was just like, I started getting intrigued with it. You know what I'm saying?
Like, I mean, some people didn't even know what Us meant. Like, do you even know what that is?
I don't know what it is. But what was crazy was like, I had a teammate on the Breakers. Like, we had a teammate on the we had a defensive lineman that was and he was like Ooze. Everybody on the team would just call him like Ooze.
Yeah.
So I never knew what it was. It was just like, man, that's like a nice name to have.
So Uso means brother, and the Us is like saying bro.
Okay,
That's how we greet each other. You know, you hear it amongst us a lot.
And it's funny. I didn't even know that either. Like, until one of the guys I met out here, like, what does that mean? I was like, oh, for real? Like, I didn't know. Like, because I'm from Cali. Like, I grew up in Long Beach all my life. So, you know, a lot of Usos out there. So I'm used to it. So coming out here to Vegas, there's so many different like ethnicities out there that they don't really know what it is. that's why I had to ask. And
Oh yeah, that was my first time finding out, man. So
yeah.
now I know when I say it, like I'm calling you bro. So it's just like, you know what I'm saying? I'm saying like bro, like what's up,
Uso,
bro?
you'll hear Uso, it's bro, brother. You know what I mean? So that's common with us.
Yeah.
Okay, I wanted to do something fun, like, cause I see one of your interviews that you had before, where you used to have your DB room or secondary room used to be Straps 2.0 or something like that with your guy Stanley Thomas Oliver or something like that. Yeah, so we definitely need Strap 3.0 here in Las Vegas because our secondary wasn't stopping too many people out there.
I could just say with that right quick, was just like it was a brotherhood at first. Like it started off with my late best friend. He passed away in college. We was like real close to where we started calling each other like. That's when Jalen Ramsey and AJ Bouye had that.
Oh, that Jaguars.
Jaguars
and you're from Florida, so okay.
Like we kind of like stepped ourselves as that. You get what I'm saying? And it was like we strapped 2.0. And then that's when he ended up passing, and then that's when Stan ended up coming to defense, and me and Stan got really close, and that's when Stan, kind of like replaced E, and it was just like everything just kind of. Everybody was like, yeah, we strapped. So the whole defense was like, yeah, man, y'all boys strapped 2.0. Like. It's just a brotherhood thing, man.
That's right.
Hopefully, I can lock in close with you feel me. These guys
on the team,
we can just all just be like, you feel me, one mind, one sound.
It's crazy because I see a lot of these kids nowadays. Right. My nephew plays like little league and whatnot, but they be celebrating like this, doing that shit. I was like, I ain't never seen that before, but that's crazy.
Yeah, with the seatbelt.
So when I read that, I was like, it reminded me of that. So I mean, that's crazy. Like I said, we need that here in Vegas. Hopefully, that's you and whoever else is. Here, I'll do this little game with that since cool. just for fun.
That's cool.
It's called Straps or Nah.
All right.
So I'm gonna just name some names out there, some wide receivers out there, and you gonna tell me whether they on straps or not.
Right.
So all right. So we got Jerry Jeudy.
Straps.
Yeah.
That's right.
Keenan Allen.
Straps.
Kadarius Toney.
Straps.
Sheesh. Garrett Wilson.
Straps.
I like it.
Let me just stop you though, right? Like, I'm not saying like those guys ain't good.
No.
But like, I feel like me personally feel like I go against the best.
That's what we need.
You get what I'm saying?
That's what we need.
I feel like I go against Devontae Adams, and I feel like
I was about to get to it too.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Wide receiver 1. You get what I'm saying? I feel like he's wide receiver 1. You get what I'm saying? It's like just his knowledge of the game. You get what I'm saying? And it's hard to see somebody do that.
Confidence though.
Oh yeah, it's just and it's not, and it ain't being cocky. It's just like confidence. You get what I'm saying? Like I was under his. You feel me?
Yeah.
They had me with him for a whole year, bro. So how can I not feel like this?
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying?
And you need that mindset, especially going into the NFL. You got to think that you're the best out there because if you don't, then you're not gonna really make it out there.
If I can learn Tay, man, I can find a way to, you feel me, stop Tay, or even if I'm just close enough. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody's not him. So it's just like that gives me at least that confidence in my head. Like at least I'm here.
Exactly.
It's like, you get what I'm saying? Everybody ain't this great. You get what I'm saying? Or maybe a bad ball. Everybody don't got these type of skill sets. So it's just like that just put me on notice about everybody. So I'm not down on none of those people. It's a confidence thing.
Yeah. And it's a great thing that you have Devontae on the team. That was another person I was gonna say. I'm pretty sure.
I'm gonna still say strap.
I was gonna say that, but just having a player like that on the team, it helps players like you guys on the defensive side of the ball. Like if you're going against a top 3 wide receiver and he's not 2 or 3, it helps your game out moving forward. But the reason why I had other guys on the list. I had Juju, our cousin. Yeah. That's probably Straps too. But the reason why I named most of those guys is because those are the wide receivers we're going to be going up against this season. And in the division and this season, we got a tough schedule. There's a lot of great receivers out there, and I mean, putting them in straps is definitely something that we.
Yeah, I look forward to that.
Oh yeah, definitely, man.
I mean, you're going up against what? You got Devontae out there now. We got Jacoby out there.
Yeah, man.
I mean, how is that going up against like Devontae or even at camp and whatnot?
That was like me just coming from practice squad, man. Like that was my game.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? Like even if I had to prepare like I was gonna play every week. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? And like I said, I had that mentality. It's like this is the best, man. So it's like I got to come with it because he trying to get better too. He got to make his money too. So it's like I'm just not finna be. I'm not a rag doll. You know what I'm saying? This is an opportunity. This is an opportunity for me to get better. And who else better to go against than Devontae Adams? So it's like I don't take no moment for granted.
And on top of that, he has his former quarterback throwing to him, like at least for last season, you know. So they got that connection. So that's even more harder for you guys, but
You know what I'm saying?
it helps your game out a lot more.
Right, and I think like during the season, like I started to see like the elevation. You get what I'm saying? Just the steps I was taking, just because like I had to go out there and really psych myself out. Like, yo, bro, we're going against Devontae Adams today. Ain't no telling what's going to happen. But you have to somehow try to earn his respect. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like it don't get no better than this. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect to nobody else, but I get to see this every day. You're going to have the most reps against him than anybody in the league. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, why not take advantage of that?
And then when you go up against these other wide receivers, like, oh, that's cake.
Yeah, it makes me better. You get what I'm saying? Because it's like,
because those route running skills is crazy, bro.
Yeah, I'm thankful for it, man. I'm thankful that he comes to practice. He tell me like, like, let's do it today. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, be on me today. Don't care.
Take it easy.
You know, don't take it easy. And it have to be some times where Coach McDaniels have to know. They have to tell me like, you gotta play. So it's just like, I'm competitive, man, and he like, nah, man, he'll tap me. I'm like, nah, keep being competitive. Saying, keep being competitive. Like, that's gonna make you better and stuff like that. And I try to get in his head, you feel me, just pick his brain a little bit, because I want to soon be, if not in a better position, in that type of position that he's in. So, you know, guys like him, Max Crosby, you know what I'm saying, Chandler Jones, all those guys, Josh Jacobs, you know what I'm saying? Just get up under those guys and just, feel me, pick their brains, because those type of careers you want to have like those guys, feel me, be successful men like them. So them the guys you want to try to put yourself around.
Especially with the NFL draft coming along and whatnot, it really doesn't matter where you get drafted or where you go. It's just what you make out of your opportunities.
Right.
And there's a lot of players on the team like that. You know, we have the Hunter Renfros of the world where drafted in 5th round, and then Max Crosby.
I love Hunter.
I mean, how's that matchup?
Oh, man, listen, I would tell y'all this. I'm going to tell y'all this. Like, no disrespect, but I would rather guard Tay than Hunter.
It's that 3-step move.
It's
crazy.
Like,
you don't know what he's doing.
Yeah, man, he's like a puzzle, man, and it's like a puzzle you can't figure out. So he's very smart, man. It's just like he's very quiet and humble. You wouldn't even think
exactly.
Like, get over here, stop Hunter, get out there and make you look bad, man. He'll make you look bad, man. It's like, oh man, I gotta guard Hunter. I gotta get ready, because
especially in the slot, bro.
It's different, man. That's his world, man. It's like he's a slot guy. You know what I'm saying?
Gosh.
But that can only make me better. You feel me? And make us better, because I'm trying to stop him. You know what I'm saying? And he's trying to beat me. So it's like, it's competition always.
Yeah. And he's gotten some of the best cornerbacks out there too, on skates. So it's
Hunter, that dude, man. Don't sleep.
Your favorite science teacher out there. Yeah. That dude, like, he takes off the uniform, like, what the hell? He looked like one of the workers over there. but man, it's crazy seeing him out there. And then Jacoby, have you had any time to like?
Not really. I mean, you know, right now everybody's just trying to get acclimated.
Yeah,
you feel
just
me?
getting the feel of things.
It's a bunch of new faces. We're trying to all just be around each other a little bit more. You know, just start getting comfortable with each other and stuff like that. You know, I done seen him a couple of times. You feel me? To say what's up. You know, we work out. You feel me, in the huddle. You know, slap everybody's hand and stuff like that. But it was nothing, never really personal. No disrespect, I don't like receivers, but
that's good as a quarterback.
But they're my teammates. You feel me? I go to war with them boys. So it's like sometimes the mixture of our paths just probably don't cross because we're on two opposite sides of the ball.
Yeah, I feel like cornerback is one of the hardest positions.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. It is the hardest position in football.
You don't
physically.
And mentally.
Nah, I wouldn't say mentally.
Oh, no?
Nah, I think quarterback is the hardest.
That's a tough one right there.
Nah, mentally at cornerback, nah. Only because I played quarterback. That's
exactly.
Like so it kind of helps me better understand offense more.
That is true, though.
You know what I'm saying? It helps me play faster. But physically, definitely. You on the island all day. And it's like one mistake away from being on ESPN. So it's like, you got to have that confidence. You know what I'm saying? You got to have that stain on your shoulder, because, like, you got to understand every cornerback is not perfect. You know what I'm saying? Like, even the best got beat. Deion Sanders got beat. You know what I'm saying? Even the best corners in the past few years, they done got beat. So it's like, it's about how you respond. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Get back.
Right.
Shout out to Oos Protection Group. Y'all need some big-ass Samoans to guard your parties, your nightclub, whatever the case may be. Tap in with the Usos. Also, if you're looking for a job in the area and you're in Las Vegas, they got many job opportunities. So tap in with them. We'll have the link in the bio. Y'all know what it is.
With that being said, I do got a couple rapid-fire questions I want to ask. Your favorite movie?
Ooh. I would say Soul Man.
Soul
Man. You the dog, motherfucker. Hey, it's a great movie right there.
Yeah, I like that movie right there, man. My dad, shout out to my dad, man. He showed me that movie when I was a young boy.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Watch that one.
Nah, bro, that part.
I need to watch it now. I need to.
Fucking hilarious,
Yeah,
bro.
That's a hilarious part, bro.
Legends.
What's your favorite movie?
Oh man, I got too many. I can't name one off top, but
Mine's a Superbad. You ever watch Superbad?
that's
Yeah, I watched
hilarious.
That's my shit, right?
McLovin.
What's your favorite song before game?
Ooh.
When your headphones are working.
I don't think I have a specific song before the game, but I know I'm definitely bumping Young Boy. I'm definitely bumping NBA Young Boy at some point in there. Like
That's that aggressive music.
yeah, like
I'll get you pumped up, man.
it's gonna get me pumped up. Definitely, it's gonna have me ready to go out there and turn it up though. Sure.
I ain't gonna lie, you gonna need them in the Legion because sometimes their music be on. Like the band is
you playing some cool, so you feel me? Sometimes you'll be in the groove.
Nah, it does.
You feel me? You'll find yourself tapping your foot or bopping your head.
He said, "Yeah, but I'm gonna put my headphones on." Who was your favorite player growing up? I don't know if we answered this.
My favorite player growing up, well, when I was a quarterback, it definitely was Michael Vick.
Yeah.
But then I ended up going to defense, and it was Darrell Revis, man.
Oh, New York Jet.
Revis.
Sheesh. I remember that time with the Jets was nice.
And then I'm from Tampa, so when he came to Tampa, that was kind of big.
Oh, you're
I'm not a
right.
Bucks fan, but it was just like once he came to the
It was big for it.
it was big for the whole city.
What is your favorite football memory? I know there's probably a lot. You got
My favorite football memory is when we was in high school
Mhm.
and it was a playoff game, and we got off the bus, and it was like the school that we were going against, they was like their fans was really into it, in high school, and they was like they had like empty pizza boxes, like it was like a tunnel of people, and it was like the fans was like booing us as we was walking off the bus.
Oh shoot.
They had like empty pizza boxes. They was just like, you feel me, just mouthing off at us, and it was just like we were in their town. It was like a small town, so it was like it was a football town. So it was like everybody came to the game, and it was like everybody was like on their side. We had our little family members, the family members that could travel to the game. They came. It was a playoff game. It was like, man, bro, it was like all odds were against us. I had a Middle Tennessee scout out there. It was like a big game, so it was just like, one of our best players got ejected on defense.
Oh shit.
You know what I'm saying? Because he was hitting too hard out there. Like, he hit somebody too hard and they ejected him. So it was like, you feel me? If he wasn't the captain, then I became the captain.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then it was like, now it was a little bit more pressure on me because like, now I got to step up and make even more plays because he was, at least if I was playing safety. So it was just like, all I had to do was worry about the pass game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So our run game was really good. You know what I'm saying? But now I gotta try to help in our run game because they were trying to double team. Our linebackers was good. You know what I'm saying? So they trying to get up to our linebackers. You feel me? They taking our D lineman out. You feel me? So it's like it's gonna force me to have to come worry about the run a little bit more too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it was like a point in time they had a good receiver. They ended up putting me on a good receiver at corner, and it was like, hey man. So I ended up making the game with an interception.
That's traps.
And then like that was at the end of the game, and then right after halftime, it was like it was a dog fight, and I went into the locker room and I was telling the boys, I do kick return too. A lot of people don't understand that. Like when I was in Buffalo, I was at kick return. I was actually third string at kick return and punt return. But when I went into the locker room, I was telling like the guys like on special teams like, man, y'all just hold it, man. Just give me 3 seconds, bro. I'm gonna rip it. And what was crazy was the Middle Tennessee scout had just left.
Oh.
The first play out of halftime, I ripped the kickoff. and took it to the house, and it was like,
You're like, where's he at?
Yeah. It was like, I knew in my head, like, oh yeah, these boys finna offer me, because I didn't have a lot of offers at that time. So I was like, oh man, Middle Tennessee finna offer me, man. I'm finna get another Division I scholarship. So I ended up finding out he left, but it was like, maybe it was a blessing because like, I didn't end up going to that school, but that was a great memory because I helped my team. You know what I'm saying? I added value to my team, and I help us. You feel me? We broke history that year, and we ended up going to like the third round, which we never did before. So
that's crazy.
It was like that's something that helped my team. You feel me? Make history. So that was one of my favorite football memories.
And you got to stick it to all the fans out there too, the ones that thought they was gonna win.
Yeah, definitely.
If you had a superpower, what would it be?
I would be I feel like I'm fast. You know what I'm saying? But I'd be like flash fast.
Oh, okay.
I just feel like fast is everything. If you fast, like you could do a lot.
You know what's faster than Flash? I always ask this, but my superpower would be teleporting.
I feel like teleporting is faster.
Yeah. You ever watch that movie, Jumper?
Yeah,
I did. But I didn't see it in a long time. But
just think about like, damn, I want to be in Hawaii. All right, just Just get there and then get
And
back.
if I could teleport on the field, bro, that'd be sweet.
Oh yeah, or just teleport in the stadium. Don't have to pay for no tickets. You know?
I definitely we get 2 tickets. You know what I'm saying? So
Oh, nice.
y'all good. You feel me?
Oh,
Like,
good
y'all pick
looks,
a week.
man.
You feel me? I got y'all, boy.
Heck yeah, we'll be out there, like, and then
Definitely.
even try to be there at training campus. So
Yeah.
if we see you over there, man, that'd be
Definitely
hella
get
dope.
a picture together and stuff like that.
Yeah. Which quarterback would you want to pick off the most or get an
Pat
interception?
Mahomes
Ah, we did.
right there.
That dude, man.
and Justin
That
Herbert.
team, man.
Oh, and Justin Herbert.
Yeah, all them boys in the division, honestly.
And Russell Wilson.
All
We coming
them
for you. No, for reals though, man.
He
Like,
the Super Bowl champ, so I got.
I know that's what we say as
fans.
fans. I said, man, I hate the Chiefs so much, but I can't deny how great Patrick
Yeah.
Mahomes is, man. He's like so
He's a
good,
great
like
player.
it's hard to hate, man.
Yeah, he's a great player, man.
Fuck the Chiefs.
Yeah, we don't like them that much. If you could switch positions, what would it be?
If I can switch positions, I would definitely go play quarterback.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that.
Yeah.
Now that you say you're a quarterback,
Because, like, I don't know, I always want the ball in my hands. And I feel like if I got the ball in my hands, I got control of the game.
exactly, and you can make plays too.
Definitely.
Why did you go to like cornerback though?
What was crazy was I was actually a good quarterback, and
Yeah.
it was like I was a versatile player.
Mm-hmm.
Like we just needed to fill in spots on my high school team, and I was like one of the young kids that was trying to make the varsity team coming
Yeah.
in as
Yeah.
a freshman, and it was like the only way to make the like we kind of already had like a
Quarterback.
quarterback that was like a 4-star quarterback, but he was really getting recruited for receiver, so they were trying to plan to bring me in to play quarterback and move him out to receiver. But it was just like I don't know, something got with the trust issues with them, man. Like I
Oh,
was
I
making
see.
plays throughout the spring. My first
That's
play
crazy.
in at quarterback, I threw a touchdown.
Yeah.
My first play in like a little spring game, I scored a touchdown at quarterback, and it was just like
Damn.
I had like a Lamar Jackson type play
Yeah,
style.
Lamar before Lamar, huh?
Yeah, so it was just like I was trying to figure out what was going on, but it was like my team needed more help in other places.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They rather have a good athlete that
Yeah.
can play defense than
Yeah.
no athlete on defense, and we just got a stellar offense. You know what I'm saying? So it was like I just kind of sacrificed like my quarterback dreams. It was like,
Yeah.
whatever you gonna put me, coach. You feel me? Like
Team
I
player.
do that. Yeah, so I had to become a team player and stuff like that. So I ended up going to receiver, and then we needed help at safety. So they was like, "Can you play safety?" I was like, "Yes, I
Sure.
play defense."
Sure.
Sure, no
So-
problem.
So I got out there, and then I had to really like learn. That's why they just had me at free safety. They was like, just get back there and just don't make, you feel me, just be a ball hawk. So I had to just get back there and, you feel me, just learn the game. But I kind of knew it because I played quarterback. So it was like,
Yeah.
man, I know what the weaknesses of the coverage is. Like, I know all this stuff. So
Yeah.
that just made me play better and play faster. So when I finally got to college, I never played corner before like that. They moved me to corner in college. So I was like, I gotta learn how to play corner.
Damn,
But
that's
thanks to
crazy.
Bobby Babbage, he's a coach at the Buffalo Bills right now. You feel me? He kind of like
Oh, helped you out with
gave me
that.
that knowledge, that mental part. You know what I'm saying? Of how to become a great corner.
And then they put you in a position that was one of the hardest.
Yeah.
You know?
Right. But I was an athlete, so I feel like any challenge, I was gonna try to overcome it anyway.
No, that's great. Because now if we need a quarterback, just in case.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Jimmy, you know.
If they want to put me a lone snapper, man.
Whatever we need, man. We
Whatever,
get.
man. I try to make myself, you feel me, like expandable. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
versatile. So I don't never want to just set my position to be a corner. Like I can play any position. I can get in the return game.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can go on offense. You feel me? Like, and I feel like I can get my body weight or frame to whatever. Like I done been 200 pounds before, and I
Yeah.
done been light before. So it's like if I want to go back there and play safety, I can play safety. Like if you want to get twitchy, I can get twitchy in the slot.
Yeah.
If you want to dominate corner, I can get out there at corner too. So it don't matter.
Yeah, and that reminded me of a quote that I seen from D'Angelo Russell.
Right.
It was like he doesn't want to be known as a point guard. He's a basketball player.
Yeah,
so
I'm
for
a
you,
football
you're not, you're just a football player. You're not
football player. I can
a
play
cornerback or whatever. I mean, I learned something new today. I didn't know you was a quarterback
Oh yeah,
before.
definitely, bro. definitely. Like, and if you go get research and ask around, bro, that's how I got my name, Ike. Definitely.
Oh yeah,
I was-
now we know.
Now we know, yeah.
Now you guys know. Now, but wrapping this whole thing up, man, I appreciate you coming on the show.
Thank you.
But I do want to let the nation out there know that next week, April 29th, you're going to be
Yeah.
with League of Bandits doing a signing.
Definitely, y'all come out, man. Y'all come out, man.
Yeah.
I'll be happy to see you guys' faces. I'm happy to see Raidernation, man. I'm glad to meet all you people.
No, I appreciate the love, man.
Appreciate
Like
you
I
guys
said,
for having me.
It's a dope time today.
Yeah, and I know you're busy, and you probably got to go back to practice tomorrow. Is it every day that you guys got practice, or?
Nah, they kind of give us the weekend to breathe a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I just been moving all morning. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I
This
feel
is
it.
probably that time to probably shut it down a little bit. But
Nah, I feel
definitely thank you guys for having me on today.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And, I'm glad to be you guys' first guest.
Yeah, first of many, man.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
First of many, definitely. And I hope like we can continue building our relationship
Yeah.
just in the future. Even regardless if I'm not with the Raiders, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You guys will just forever be friends, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So just like thank you guys for having me on.
Yeah, again.
All love,
Definitely.
man.
Yeah.
All love.
right,
Oos.
Oh, yes, sir.